All right, everybody, I'm AV Obsessed. If you're watching this video on my channel, that means that you probably are too. And today is going to be part 2 of the whole like moving in and setting up in the new house kind of series that I'm going to do. I promise eventually I'm going to get back to product reviews because that's what I really want to do. But new house, new problems. I mean, obviously I'm glad to be in a new house. It's a much bigger space than where I was before. But as you could probably hear, the room that I am in right now is extremely echoey. Let me flip the camera around here. There we go. So there is the TV and Canton speakers, SVS sub, all that good stuff. There's my big stack of electronics that still have to go into the salamander stand there. But before I set all that up, what I am actually working on in the basement right now to try to tamp down on the crazy amount of echo in this room are these. This is an acoustic panel that I put together, and I'm gonna build 5 of them at first, and these are 8 feet tall. I don't know if you could tell, but the ceiling in here is a 12-foot tall vaulted ceiling, 12 foot at the peak. So I had to make them pretty large. So yeah, that's an 8-foot tall by 1.5 foot wide acoustic panel that I put together down in the basement in this house. And I'm gonna build 5 in total, and those first 5 are gonna go behind the entertainment stand here. And hopefully that'll get rid of some of the reflections, but eventually I will also have to put some treatment on this big blank wall right here that's just one giant reflective surface. And then I'm gonna have to do something about the ceiling too, because that is also just a giant reflective surface. So I'm gonna probably cut the video here and then head down to the basement, and I'll show you kind of a couple of different stages of those acoustic panels that I've been working on. Right. So if you couldn't tell, it's 8 hours later now, but here I am in the basement. I've been working on my acoustic panels using that little cheap chop saw that I picked up at Menards for 139 bucks. And basically I'm just going to show you the different stages of my acoustic panels that I've been building. So those are just 3-inch wide by 8-foot long pine boards, really cheap, that I picked up at Menards. And I essentially cut those so that I have, well, actually the vertical parts of the acoustic panels I don't even have to cut because I'm making the panels 8 feet long. So there are the 8-foot long parts, but then also I cut 4 16-inch long pieces right there, and then I screw that together to build a frame that looks like this. Let me go into the next room here where I have the basically 4 different stages of the panels. So this is just the frame right here with nothing in it yet. So it's a nice sturdy frame for the acoustic material to go into. And then stage 2 of that is this guy right here. So I'm using paper-backed fiberglass insulation. I know all the armchair acousticians are going to say, you are supposed to use rock wool insulation, it's so much better. It's like, yeah, I don't know how much of a difference there is going to be with that, but there is a huge difference in the price. And I don't have a huge budget right now. I'm kind of house poor because I just spent all the money that I had saved up on the down payment for this house. So I'm trying to do this on the cheap. If anybody works for a company that makes acoustic treatments and wants to, maybe sponsor the channel, send me some samples and stuff to review, that would be super cool. But I doubt that I'm the size where anything like that could happen. This here is the next stage of the panel where I essentially have the material, the acoustic insulation stapled to the back, and then the upholstery that I'm using wrapped around and stapled to the back as well. So this is an almost completely done panel. And then this one right here is what the back of the panel looks like when it is actually done. So I just stapled some nice white, like cardstock style board to the back of it, so it looks, you know, fairly nice and professional. And then here is my mounting mechanism, so I'll be able to just basically screw this little piece of wood to the wall. Got a 45-degree cut on there, so if it's hanging, if this is on the wall like that, and then I essentially just hang the panel from that, and that should be a nice secure mount for the panel. So I'm gonna have to probably build more of these eventually, and maybe some bigger ones for the ceiling, but these will hopefully do a decent amount of reduction of echo for now to get the room at least usable. Well, it's been a few days. I've actually had the panels up on the wall for a couple of days now, but they are complete, as you can see behind me. And you can see that they are quite tall because my entertainment stand there with the center channel on top stands at about 5'10" tall. So those panels go up a little bit past 8 feet because of the fact that they're 8-foot tall panels, and I have them a couple of inches off of the floor. But yeah, they have made a really big difference in this room. The echo used to be completely unbearable in here. Now it's still not perfect, obviously. There's still a very, very large untreated wall over here. And that big slanting ceiling is probably not doing me any favors either. So I think what I'm going to end up doing is building another, probably 2 panels like these, except for they're going to be twice as wide and covered in a white upholstery. And those are going to go on the ceiling, kind of slanting down and on each side of the ceiling fan. And that'll probably make a really big difference too. And I still haven't figured out what exactly I want to put on that wall, if I'm going to build another set of like similar panels to these or what. But yeah, I obviously got to get something there. But yeah, these panels turned out pretty good. Let me take one of them off the wall really quick here. Set my camera down. Okay. So yeah, if you watch I mean, obviously this is the end of a video, but on the earlier parts of the video, you would have seen that there's basically just a frame made out of 1x3 inch pine boards, really cheap wood. And then the back I covered in a nice white like poster board material just to like clean it up a bit and make it look more professional. And then the mounting system, I basically just took a piece of wood and cut it at a 45-degree angle and mounted one piece of that wood to the back of the panel and the other piece of that wood to the wall. So it just hangs on there like that. And that also gives me the ability to adjust, like, you know, leveling it, tilting it and stuff like that. So it's a pretty decent mounting mechanism. But yeah, I put together all 5 of these massive 18-inch wide by 3-inch deep and 8-foot tall panels for, I think, materials were under $100 because this upholstery that I put on here was I think the most expensive part. So yes, this upholstery was the most expensive component out of all of everything that I had to buy to put together these panels. So this upholstery here cost me about $50, but it is a really nice, and it's pretty acoustically transparent so that your sound can get through the upholstery and get absorbed by the insulation inside. The roll of just your standard like 4-inch thick paper-backed fiberglass insulation cost, I believe, I think it was $30 or less, so that puts me at $80. And then all of the 1x3-inch 8-foot long pine boards that I used, I think I went through about 14 of them, and those were $2.19 each, which is pretty cheap. So that's $30.80 before tax. So let's just round up to 35. So I guess it's just a little over $100. And then that white poster board that I put on for the backing material was like $12 or something like that at Walmart. So in total, yeah, I guess I probably spent about $120 on materials to build these nice acoustic panels, but I would say that's 100% worth it and costs a lot less than buying pre-made stuff similar to this. So yeah, that is phase 1 of acoustically treating this big room with vaulted ceilings that I have my my main system in. Once the basement is done, I'm gonna have another system down there, so I'm gonna have another room to acoustically treat. And so if you guys are interested in this sort of content with this kind of DIY stuff, plus also I will be getting back into audio reviewing in the not too distant future. Just got to get the house sorted out first. If you're interested in that, make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.